Dzień dobry, witam was bardzo serdecznie, ja jestem Odc.22, to jest kolejny odcinek z Rizem i jak słyszycie nic nie szumi, nic nie trzeszczy, bo mam nowe słuchawki z mikrofonem i wreszcie będzie normalnie wszystko słychać. Nie miałem pomysłu na intro, więc zrobiłem taki ładny napis, i tak się będzie zaczynać Rizem. Takiego żadnego nie miałem pomysłu na intro ani nic, a tak też jest ładnie. I idziemy tutaj. Ostatnio tutaj znaleźliśmy misę Dona, jakąś tam. Chwila. Nikt nic nie widzi? No to bierzemy. Hihi. Ataki. Ja bym zainwestował trochę w umiejętności złodziejskie chyba. Tak jakoś.
Now is not the
Ale
time
idź
to talk.
stamtąd, tam jest tyle rzeczy. Po co tam siedzisz? A. No, co za frajer. Tutaj łóżko, tutaj nic nie ma.
This lock is too difficult.
Jak zbyt skomplikowany, sam jesteś zbyt skomplikowany. Tu mamy krenens kolejny. Bierzemy wszystko, co się może przydać, sprzedamy to. Musimy się nauczyć lepszego otwierania zamków. Dobra, tutaj mamy Olfa. Hello.
What did you do to get locked up?
The Inquisition wanted me and my brothers to work for them. We're independent operators. Picking sides is bad for business. Then they got wind we'd dug up these 3 golden bowls, and they want them. They're obsessed with artifacts. They can lock me up for as long as they like, but I'm not telling them a thing about those bowls unless they pay me a decent price.
Kurde, trochę katar mam. Mam nadzieję, że nie będzie wam to przeszkadzać i mam nadzieję, że w ogóle mnie dobrze słychać. Że wszystko jest ok. Wyżej w następnym odcinku poprawię. Więc dobra.
How much do you want for these golden bowls?
Want to join the queue, do you? Well, at least you're talking price. That's more than they are. Give me 200 gold and I'll tell you where I hid mine. Deal?
Jasne.
Here's the gold. Now tell me where you hid the bowl.
I knew the Inquisition had been watching me, so I lost them. Hid the bowl in the harbor lighthouse. Threw it up into the wooden beams. Going to be difficult getting it back without a telekinesis spell. Of course. That's your problem now.
No dobrze.
Can you teach me anything?
I can show you how to prospect for ore with a pickaxe.
I thought you were a treasure seeker.
Hacking into a hidden wall or prospecting for ore, it's all the same. Only ore is much less interesting than treasure.
No ciekawe.
Show me how to prospect. Show me how to prospect.
First, you have to be able to tell where ore can be found. You can't just go swinging at any old rock.
How do I recognize ore deposits?
The stone glitters, and the structure of the rock is different. Often you can see ore bubbles. They hang on the rock like pimples. When you find a good rock, take the pick in both hands and swing straight. That's very important. The point has to hit the deposit square on, or the rock will splinter, then it's worthless. Don't expect to be as good as I am from the off. It takes practice. But put in the time and you can make decent coin from prospecting.
You're a treasure seeker. Any good?
My brothers and I are the best.
You're one of the triplets. You always work together.
3 heads are better than 1. And 3 sets of arms when it comes to shoveling. We know our craft. Not like the amateurs that filled the ruins with now. We came a long way to end up on this island. And now we're stuck here.
Who do you triplets work for?
We're free agents. We work for whoever pays the most. Pay us, we'll deliver.
Treasure seeking is just digging, isn't it?
You think? There's skill to it. That's why we're paid. Skill and danger. We've sailed the most dangerous seas and gone where fighters fear to tread.
What kind of job are you looking for?
We're not fussy. At least not while we're stuck here, we're not. If you have a job for us, then don't stay silent. Although, you'll have to help us get out of town first. I definitely can't help you if I'm locked up. You need me? You'll have to convince Hernandez to let me go.
I could use your help. There's a large temple on the east of the island. It's still sealed. The Inquisition can't have found it yet.
That sounds promising. Temples almost always equal treasure, especially on this island. What does the entrance look like?
I don't know. I've never been there myself.
Then best you scope it out first. Once you know more about the place, come back and see us. Then we'll know if we can be any help.
How do I convince Hernandez to let you go?
Well, you know why they're holding me. They want the 3 bowls.
So?
Get those 3 bowls out of circulation, I'm suddenly less interesting. Find them. Make them disappear.
I'll get you out of town.
You sound like you take pride in your work. I like that. Well, if you're up for it, you'll have to deal with the guard at the entrance. I doubt I'll get out of here unless you can persuade Hernandez to free me.
Shouldn't your brothers know what we're planning?
Yes. Tell them to come to our meeting point. They'll know where I mean.
Okay, I'll tell them to go there.
Great. I bet they're drinking themselves into a stupor in the Gutters Tavern or on the Harbor Quay.
How can I take these bowls out of circulation?
Well, if you can get your hands on them, you can sell them to someone who can get them out of town.
What if the Inquisition get to them first?
Then it's up to you to handle it. The bowls just need to vanish from town.
Okej. Cześć.
This lock is too difficult.
Mogłeś pilnować. Oj. Hello? Ja tutaj tylko zwiedzam.
You going to stand here all day?
Nikt nic nie widział. Ja wychodzę spokojnym krokiem. Oj. Kurde. Idziemy. Tutaj też już nikt nie pilnuje. No dobra. Ale mnie ten katar znowu męczy. No cóż. Autozapis.
Hey,
If you're looking to buy something, you'll have to talk to comrades. I'll just work here.
you don't sound too happy about that.
My family's been selling our harvest to Conrad for years. When we lost everything in the Troubles, he said he'd take us in. In? He makes us sleep outside.
Tell me about Conrad.
His house is full of supplies, but he won't share them with you if that's what you're after. He didn't lift a finger to help us when they took our cows to be slaughtered, and we've known him for years.
Who took your cows?
The Inquisition said they needed to feed people, but now how do we feed ourselves? Of course, Conrad talked to Carlos and got his cows spared.
Can you help me? I need to know where Conrad's cows are.
He has them in an enclosure at the rear town gate. He has a farmer garden. I don't know his name, but he looks tough. All the cows are Conrad's, apart from my Elsa. At least they've spared her so far.
What happened to you?
You must know what terrible things have befallen this island. All those ruins bursting from the ground. Some of them rose in the middle of our farm and the Inquisition said we had to leave. But my sons are still out there somewhere. They all went their own way before these creatures came. I hardly get a wink of sleep worrying about them. Do you know where they are? Do you know where my sons are?
I have no idea.
If you hear anything or meet someone who's been outside, please don't forget to ask about them. Please.
What are your sons called?
Beppo's the oldest. He didn't want to come to town with us. Always ran with the wrong crowd. I worry he's fallen in with the Don's gang. William volunteered for military service with the Inquisition. And Leon, my youngest, just took off in the night.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't get your hopes up. I met your oldest son, Beppo.
Is he all right? I worry so about him.
Yes, he's alive. He has a job in the ruins.
But isn't that terribly dangerous?
Don't worry, he's not alone. He has some strong fighters by his side. How much is the information worth to you?
I don't have any gold. But if you do manage to leave the town,
Yes?
I have a little put aside for a rainy day. There's a couple of skins and the silver candle holders from my great-grandmother. I buried them behind the barn of our farm.
Which is your farm?
The farm on the path to the monastery. An Inquisition fighter named Severin is in charge there now.
Can't your husband help?
Ingvar? Huh. We're in dire straits and he's drinking the last of our gold in the tavern. I can't help you anymore.
Okej.
If you want it, I've got it. If you're here to buy, welcome. If you're here just to look or to beg, get out. I'm trying to run a business.
Okej.
So, you won't let Tilda into your house?
Did she tell you that? The old witch. I give her food and room, and all she does is whine.
Why don't you just let her sleep inside?
It's no business of yours who I let in my house.
Do you have any work going?
I already pay enough workers. More would bleed me dry.
With a business like this, maybe you need someone to protect you.
What? Are you threatening me? Are you one of the Don's puppets? Let me tell you something. I make money. I don't give it away.
Show me your goods.
Okej. Się tak zastanawiam, czy używać kuszy, czy używać... Nie, kuszy będę używał, bo ona do siły, więc strzały mogę sprzedać. Dobra, to zostawię. Paczka sokordo. Srebrny świecznik, srebrny talerz. Tutaj to. Duża złota misa. Klucze. Nóż jeden mogę sprzedać. Okej. No dobrze. Idziemy. Chociaż może jeszcze zobaczymy tutaj. Dzień dobry.
I can't help you anymore.
Ładny balkonik.
Don't touch anything.
Co, tu nie można? No dobra, wychodzę, już, idę sobie.
I heard Comrade swearing at you. That bastard only cares about gold. At least now, he knows what it's like to lose something. I don't feel like talking.
Co, że Elza? Okej. Tam jest wejście do tego tam na górę. A tutaj... A. No, ładne to miasto. Powiem wam.
What reason do you have for staring at me?
Mocnik Kowala.
You going to stand here all day?
Która jest? Ja chcę ten... Mapa regionu. Ale nie to. M. O, nie. JK. O. Na L mam to. No dobrze. Synowie tyldy. 3 złote misy. Do Olf, Birk i Tylda. Dobra, musimy iść do tego. Do tej wieży całej. Gdzieś mówił, że to wrzucił coś tam. Będzie potrzebne zaklęcie telekinezy. Łódka! Płyniemy. Czy nie? Chyba nie można. Szkoda. Szkoda, bardzo szkoda. I musimy znaleźć miejsce, gdzie on wyrzucił te całe... Jak to się nazywa? No, tą całą misę. O. Hop. Tada. Tak wskoczyłem. Ciekawe, czy tam trafię. Nie trafiłem. Ale żyję. Nie. O, ram. No nie przesadzaj, aż tak głęboko tam nie było. Pływać nie umiesz, czy co? No chyba nie. Ty trochę słabo, jak pływać nie umie. Chwila. Kurde. Magia. Telekineza. Fuck. Telekineza nam pomoże. Gdzie jest ten? Rzecz do podniesienia. Gdzie ta misa cała? Gdzie jest misa? Smażony śledź. Płyń łódko. Szukamy misy. Chyba nie ma zamiaru. Kurde. Gdzie ta misa jest? Tutaj nie ma. Tam jest smażony śledź. Łoj! I spadłem. Ja wam dam. Tak, nie zrzucić bezczelnie. No tak, tak, żyjesz. A. Gdzie jest? Tam coś się zatopiło. Na dole. Kurde. Nie wiem, gdzie ta misa.
Go about your business. I don't want to talk to you right now.
Heh. Gdzieś mówił jakiś desek, drewna, coś tam. Nie wiem. Kurde. Chwila. Złota misa Olafa znajduje się między drewnianymi belkami latarni. Aha. Tutaj? Tam jest. No ja. Da. Ha, moja. Pusta. Okej. No to co, mamy wszystkie 3 złote misy. Sokordo chce dostać w swoje ręce. Nie no, będę musiał je wynieść czy coś. Ja, Sokordo to był który? Ten co w podziemiach siedział? Czy był z inkwizycji? Bo ja dla inkwizycji nie pracuję. Co wy, taki głupi nie jestem. Hej ty, jak tu miałeś? No.
Here are your 3 golden balls.
That was a job well done. And here is your gold. You have exceeded expectations.
No okej. Miło mi. No to w takim razie idziemy dalej gdzieś. Znajdź szpiega włamywacza. Chwila.
Haven't you got nothing better to do?
Okej.
Nothing here worth my time.
Skoro tak mówisz.
What?
Nic.
Let's talk business.
A, o takich interesach. No. To masz to. Diamencik, dobra, zostanie. No, a, dobra. Idziemy dalej. Wojownik zakonu, prostytutka,
I don't want to
marynarz.
talk to you right now.
Chodźmy do tych braci może.
Don't you have something to do?
Your wife is worried about your sons.
Oh, Tilda. She worries about everything. No wonder my lads have gone. They needed the peace. What do you want? You've got what you wanted, now leave me alone.
No okej.
Your brother, Ulf, wants you to go to your meeting point.
Thanks. I'm on my way.
There's a way out of town through the storeroom of Madame Sonia's brothel.
Really? Wouldn't have thought that that witless sot would have the guts. She's a woman who likes to keep the bed warm on both sides of the argument. Still, you have the ring of truth, and I haven't had any better leads. I'll meet you at Sonia's. You can show me this tunnel before you can think of any reward.
No, okej.
What?
Nic.
Maybe later.
Don't
All
you have
right?
something to do?
Jeszcze jeden brat chyba był. Ale to chyba już nie tutaj. Tylko w innym miejscu. Siedział. Zobacz, tutaj. Kuferek. Dobra, nie będziemy tu ich okradać. Oj, a to się wspiął.
What do you want? You've got
Dobra,
what
już
you
nic,
wanted, now
już nic.
leave me
Zostaw.
alone.
Już. No.
What happened next?
Musimy znaleźć jeszcze drugiego brata.
Ask someone else.
Dobrze. Ten tam może mnie szkolić. Co tutaj mamy?
Go about your business.
Wojownik zakonu. Tutaj macie umówione miejsce? A nie no.
I'm sure you have plenty to do.
Myślałem, że to tamten, komu kazaliśmy przyjść czy coś.
I don't think we have anything to talk about, do we?
Ojejku. Chodźmy tutaj. Aha, tu jest ten.
I found an old scrap of paper in Steelbeard's shack.
You did? Then let's see it.
I gave it to Patty.
And you thought you'd come and dangle that under my nose instead of coming to me first, did you? What was on the paper? Did she say?
She said she has what she wanted.
Well, if it gets her out of town, that's not all bad. But come to me first, in future.
I thought you'd like to know. Patty has left town.
I bet she's meeting with her father. Appreciate the information. Here, take this. Perhaps now I can find out what that sea-burn bastard is plotting.
What will you do now?
I'll stay here. When the food runs low or their questions bore me, I'll find a way to leave. I'm not sticking around. Not while this place gets sucked into hell.
Well, I'm staying. I can take care of myself.
Yeah, and something tells me when this place is being chewed into hell, you're gonna be right in the middle of it. There was a time when I'd be right there with you. But you'll have to walk this path alone.
Rozumiem. Na kamieniu się zaciąłem. Hello.
I'm not listening.
No dobrze. Tutaj są te paczka Dona. Aha. Uwięziony poszukiwacz skarbów. Olf. Hara coś tam. Jeszcze tego trzeciego brata trzeba znaleźć. Tylko nie pamiętam gdzie on był. No dobra. Poszukajmy go. Tutaj raczej nie.
In the middle of the night, right out of the ground.
I don't want to talk to you
You're
right
going
now.
to spend your whole life hanging around.
Może tutaj gdzieś. Jeszcze popytajmy tutaj ludzi.
I'm sure you've got things to do.
Ha. Tutaj ktoś jest.
I'm sure you have things to do.
Dobrze.
What fish do you have for trade?
A, dobra. Puniec. Idziemy.
I don't feel like talking.
Come back later. Ask someone else.
Dobra, raczej tutaj już więcej nie znajdę. A jeszcze pójdźmy do tego tam gościa, się spytam go. Nie tego.
Go about your business.
Do tego tutaj chcę iść.
I want to be a better thief.
Kradzież kieszonkowa? Jakoś mnie specjalnie kradzież kieszonkowa nie... Jakoś nie lubię jej. Wolę ten...
So you guard cows?
Yeah, and feed and milk them. Berta here is the best cow we have, aren't you, old girl? She's a grand milker, best on the island. A real bovine beauty. No wonder Conrad wants me to guard her.
I can see you're very proud.
No okej. Krowa i Berta.
Maybe later, all right?
Tata. Chodźmy w takim razie, skoro nie chcą tutaj z nami gadać. Tutaj jest strażnik. Sobie poskoczyłem. O. Chodźmy uwolnić tego. Spróbujemy uwolnić tego tam poszukiwacza skarbów. Tylko nie pamiętam, gdzie był ten drugi. Nie pamiętam. I z tym jest problem. Kurde. Dobra, pewnie na mapie pokaże nam jak ten w tamtym zadaniu. Odpowiedni. Oj. Dobra.
Conrad keeps a couple of cows at the rear town gate.
Good to know. And?
Conrad has a favorite cow. A really good one. Berta.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
I'm sure he would miss Berta. And a dead Berta will remind him of his own mortality.
So I kill the cow?
Do it. Cut off her head and take it to Conrad.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
We need to get his attention. Take the skull to his house and plant it in his bed. Then come back to me. If you get caught, you're on your own.
Dobra, wiecie co? Ja tu muszę już kończyć, więc resztę zrobimy w następnym odcinku. Dziękuję wam za oglądanie. Trzymajcie się. Cześć.